What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on this situation going on with JT. What's his name? JT Jackson and Kevin Hart. Now, JT Jackson was a friend of Kevin Hart. He goes way back with Kevin Hart. He knew Kevin Hart before Kevin Hart, blew up. They were before he got real famous. He knew Kevin Hart, and they used to hang out. And according to JT, he thought that they were really good friends. They was boys. They was close. And so what happened was Kevin Hart um, claimed that JT Jackson tried to extort him, and so Kevin Hart went to the I don't know. He went to the authorities with an email that he said he received from JT Jackson, and the email, I guess was trying. They were trying to extort him with this email, and so JT Jackson, I saw him on a recent interview he did, and he said that the laws came to his house, knocked on the door. He saw that it was, he realized that it was the police, and they broke the door down and interviewed him in his house about that email, that and the fact that they said that they thought that he was trying to extort Kevin Hart. Now, he said that he never sent the email, and he said that he has proof now that the email originated with Kevin Hart. He says that the email was, it was a part of us. Kevin Hart was having issues with his wife, right? And so JT thinks that Kevin Hart made up that thing, this little ruse about JT trying to extort him, so that will help him get out of trouble with his wife. But JT said that it wasn't true, and now JT is suing Kevin Hart for $12 million. And now, when I first heard about this, years ago, and this happened in 2018, and when I heard about this years ago, I was like, wow, man, you can't. I thought JT was a real a piece of trash, right? I was like, wow, man, Kevin Hart had this guy around him. Kevin Hart is known for looking out for people, being a generous guy and looking out for people around him. All of his buddies, he buying them cars, setting them up with different businesses, and businesses promoting their tours. The Paper Cut Boys, they do their comedy tours and stuff like that. And Kevin Hart, he backs all of that. So people, Kevin Hart has a reputation of being someone who is very generous to people that he's close to. But this time, JT is saying that that's not the case. Kevin Hart really just threw him under the bus. He's saying because Kevin Hart he got caught cheating, and he was saying that JT, that was all a part of a situation where JT Jackson was trying to extort him. So he set him up with the girl. This was all seen, like I think this was on TMZ, and there was a video of Kevin Hart in the back of a car with a young lady. And so Kevin Hart said that was a setup, and he tried to attach JT to that and throw JT Jackson under the bus. But unfortunately for Kevin Hart, there are people who know how to investigate, like where emails come from, and they're saying no way that this email could have come from JT Jackson. And so now he's going after Kevin Hart for $12 million. And this, I don't understand why Kevin Hart felt like he needed to do this. And even JT said himself, like, all right, if Kevin Hart would have just apologized and publicly and just made it right, then he said he would have let it go. He wouldn't have sued Kevin Hart for the kind of money that he's suing him for. But he said, Kevin Hart just really just doubled down. Once he found like JT was found not guilty, or of trying to extort him, Kevin Hart still tried to double down, and JT feels like this right here just ruins his reputation. When people feel like you're the kind of person that would extort somebody, especially somebody who's well liked and somebody who has as much power and clout as Kevin Hart, that's not good for business. So JT Jackson says that now he holds all the cards, and he is going to sue Kevin Hart for $12 million. And I thought, like I said, when I first heard this, I just thought that JT Jackson was a piece of trash. Now that's not to say that he still couldn't be lying, but I'm just just going to follow this and just see where the situation goes, and see who's really telling the truth. Did Kevin Hart really throw JT Jackson under the bus, to try to save his relationship? Or did JT, think that he could extort Kevin, get some money, and take it from there? But I don't know, man. I just think it's a crazy situation. You like to hope that Kevin Hart is not the kind of person that would, do something rotten like that, ruin somebody's life, ruin somebody's career just to save your neck. At the time, like I said, at the time, I was like, wow, that's pretty brave of Kevin Hart to just, because a lot of times when these wealthy people are getting extorted, they pay up. So people was like, well, that's good. Somebody who's getting extorted, went to the authorities, and the authorities get, taking care of it. But that might not be, that may not be the situation. And so I'm gonna follow this thing and see what really happens from here on out. But this guy JT Jackson said he's not gonna let this thing go until he feel like he's made whole again. And yeah, man. So like I said, I'm gonna follow it and see where this thing goes. But with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this situation with Kevin Hart and JT Jackson. And I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.